right. So then going into like exploring different religions or faiths or whatever with the Buddhists and all of the stuff, what was like so compelling about that? What was like what was like some great selling points that you were like, yep, this is
Yeah,
legit?
this is a great question, Britt. Okay, I'm going to tell you what I've learned, and then I'm going to tell you what my mindset was.
Okay.
What I've actually learned is that we are intrinsically wired to be connected to our Creator. That is a truth within everybody. Whether you want to accept that or not, that is the truth. Now, I can give you $100 today and a $100 note, and there it is. And you have to decide one of two things. But you're not even going to think about it. You're not going to think, is this real or is it a counterfeit?
That's true.
Your belief system will be that it's real until you discover it's a counterfeit. And what comes first, the truth or the counterfeit?
To counterfeit.
No, the truth always comes first. The counterfeit comes second because the counterfeit is copying the truth. So let's
Oh,
go.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
get
you
where you're
know,
coming at,
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
angle you're
Okay, I'm
coming at
sorry.
now. Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
probably, I probably didn't ask the question the right way.
Okay.
But at least we got that clarified, right?
Yes.
So the counterfeit copies the truth. Now, for me, I didn't know this, but I was wired to seek a creator. I didn't want that creator to be Jesus because, yeah, hey, I've been to church. It's sterile. It's history. As I said, I was probably asleep and missed the lesson where Jesus is alive, right? And so I thought, well, I ain't going to go down that road again because that's just not real. So I've got this, I was up and down like a yo-yo in terms of my emotions. High one day, low the next. There was no consistency in me. I just had this inner anxiety and feeling of being unsettled all the time. And I thought, I just need this to quieten. I need my mind to quieten. I need my heart to quieten. I didn't know what was really happening to me. At the time I was in my early 30s. And I thought, no, something's got to change. I'm going on a mission of self-discovery. I'm going to be, study all these books on self-awareness and things like that, just to find out, how I can be the best person I can be. And that led me down to, okay, now I need to find some peace. And so Zen, the Buddhist, well, that's all about, but it's about self. Read the Quran about, Islam, and, you have to do all this stuff. There's all this stuff you've got to do. And that was hard reading. And it was trying too hard. Like when you read the Quran, it's like, this is kind of over the top and there's a lot of stuff you got to do. And it just didn't sit well with me. Then I started reading some of the Indian-based text and things like that. And then I thought, okay, I joined Freemasonry. I thought maybe there's something enlightening there because they receive all religions in there, I thought, okay, maybe
Did
it's
you
some good
know
stuff.
much about them before?
No.
Or it's just like a good boys club?
Pretty much,
Yeah.
to be honest. I mean, a friend of mine introduced me. I had friends of friends that were there. And, I went through and did all the rituals and things like that. I became a Master Mason level 3 out of 33.
Yeah.
And I know someone who has gone the distance, and it's chilling. It's chilling what you learn beyond the third degree, particularly when you get into the 30s. It's chilling.
Is it as you go up, more demonic, well, what we know as demonic spirituality gets revealed, and like you're like working towards it being an apprentice of Satan, basically?
Well, no. Well, that is the ultimate goal. But that's not revealed till you get about to you don't know who God is, the God of this world, Satan, till you get to about the 32nd degree when it's actually revealed. So it's a long way.
It's like the Tom Cruise one. What's that called?
I'm not sure. Minority Report?
Scientology.
Oh, Scientology, yeah.
And they have
yeah.
to be there like 10 years, and then they say the truth is,
Yeah.
and then they tell them this crazy stuff, and they're like, oh, if you told me that on day one, I wouldn't have stayed to find out that's the
right.
truth. Like,
See, I didn't know this stuff because none of that's really revealed at where most people are as a Master Mason level 3. People think that's pretty much it. But, it doesn't really, even as you progress, as I say, I have friends that have gone up through the ranks. And one guy who actually did get to the 32nd, he just went, Gabriel, you don't want to be part of this. I didn't know what he meant. He said, let me tell you, you don't want to be part of this. And he was a friend from many years ago. He's in America, and I still was part of it until I became a Christian, and I still thought it was okay until my father-in-law at the time said, Gabriel, I don't think you realize what it's all about. And then later in life, I found out what it was about. I repented of it, and God healed me of that. So it is a
Was there
bad thing.
any issue with you leaving?
No, because I was in Melbourne when I was participating in it. I was in Canada when I basically exited from it. And look, they say these things, but they are, when you repent, you've got to realize who's stronger. Is Satan stronger or is Jesus stronger? Jesus is stronger all the time. So I don't fear man. And if they wanted to take me out for the things I've said, so be it.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
And I know where they're going. And it's very sad. But it is done in such a way, just to get back to where we were, about the different things that I was seeking. I have come to the complete realization that Satan, who just wants to destroy God's creation and take as many people to hell with him as he can, that's why there are so many different religions. Now, when you actually understand Jesus, that it is a relationship with somebody who is alive and not man's spin on the Bible, but something that is personal between you and Jesus, that it's not religion, it's a fact, it's a friendship, it's a God, and he counts us as friends. That's where everything changes. Religion is going to take a lot of people straight off a cliff. I mean, let's face it. Jesus hated religion. The religious leaders of the day crucified him. They took Barabbas, a sinner, and Bar means son, Abba means father, Barabbas, son of the father. Barabbas was replaced with Jesus. Now imagine on the cross. So imagine this. Barabbas, the son of the father of lies, a murderer, was replaced with the Son of God, who knew no sin and died for our sin. You can't make this stuff up.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
There's so many little hidden gems. I love
Gems.
it.
Oh, it's awesome. Like, and this is the stuff you learn on the happy highway in God. So you've got the enemy trying to, and you've got Scientology, you've got people who are atheists, you've got all these things. People are going to believe what they believe because they know that they need to be connected to their creator. And it sounds good, it feels good, and if all these people are doing it, it must be okay. In my experience, it's not okay, but I was one of them. And when Jesus turned up in front of me, and I literally saw that I'd been batting for the wrong team and I was on the wrong side, and he was real and everything was real, I changed it in an instant.
So did everything literally melt away, or did you have like doubts, or even like the enemy? Like, I've got a lot of new age people in my world, and they're like, oh, but this or this has power. I'm like, I'm not denying the power. I'm denying the source. Like, it's still. So did you ever have like that conflict of like, wait, but this was truth?
Yeah.
Like the counterfeit truth, or
That's
you
it.
know?
You're 100%. And yes, I did. And it took me a while to unwind some of those bad habits and things. But there's something I'm going to tell you that is true, and you just touched on it. People will talk about the power of manifestation and being to visualize and do all this stuff. Of course that works. Of course it works. It's a biblical truth. It's actually written in the Bible. Okay? Something along these lines. Mark 11:23 says, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be for you. Now, that is a biblical, spiritual truth that is perverted by the world and by religions of the world. Manifestation. Believe you have received it. No. I believe I've received it. I can see myself receiving that. Fantastic. I'm going to get it. And you get it. because it's a spiritual truth. Flight, the law of gravity. Flight defies the law of gravity, but it is a truth. It's like sailors. Sailors, they know that the wind will come. They don't know where the wind comes from. It's like the Holy Spirit. I know it's true. I don't know what direction it's coming. I know it's real, but I can't see it or touch it.